More often than not, we're actually captivated by some massive and larger than life visuals on our screens,
Immerses you
especially from our
in a
favorite
moment.
films, or for that matter, even sounds that sort of just add to that whole experience. But little do we know, it comes with refined technology to ensure that we have this cinematic experience. And so today we actually speak to Pankaj Kedia, the managing director, emerging markets at Dolby Laboratories. Hi, Pankaj. Welcome to Mashable Outreach.
Hi, Priyanka.
Hi. Before we proceed, I want you to sort of break it down to for our viewers. There's Dolby Atmos and there's Dolby Vision and so many of these technologies that maybe B2B. So for someone to sort of step into the Dolby world, what is it like? What do these things mean?
Yeah, I think a lot of people know Dolby, but when it comes to specifically, what some of the technologies are or what does Dolby do, a lot of people are very interested to find out, and it's great to share with them. So essentially, what we do at Dolby is we help content creators create spectacular experiences and be able to deliver them to their viewers, irrespective of where that consumption is happening. It could be happening on a cinema screen, it could be happening on in your living room screen or on your mobile. So, to be able to create that entire ecosystem, the right tools, the know-how, for being able to create that experience and be able to deliver it with that artist intent intact. So
Right.
that's what we do, and what how that helps is it helps the content creator weave a narrative, tell a story in a way that is extremely engaging. It enhances the experience. It increases the entertainment value, increases the enjoyment value, and essentially it immerses the audience into the story itself.
Right.
And that's what every storyteller is trying to do, is trying to bring the audience inside the story, to make you a part of that story. And our technologies help the content creators, gives them tools to be able to do that. And there are many ways that happen, on the different technologies that we have. So essentially three key technologies, as you mentioned. So the first is Dolby Audio. Dolby Audio
Right.
is essentially surround sound, and it's something we've done, for a long time. We are the pioneers of that, and it's default for HD content for cinemas. It's been in cinemas for a long time, and essentially what surround sound does is that it helps it brings sounds from all around you. So it's not the
Right.
sound is not just coming from the screen, but it's coming from on your left, right, behind. So you're kind of in the center of that sound stage. Dolby Atmos is the next generation, and what Dolby Atmos enables is it's more three-dimensional, it's immersive, and what that essentially means is that we can position and move sound around very, very accurately in an environment. Now, again, that could be in a cinema hall, it could be in your living room, or it could be even through headphones on a mobile phone. So,
Right.
and again, that again gives that storyteller a tool on how he wants to, whether it's a gunshot moving from a point to another, or it's he wants the drums in the ceilings and the vocals on the floor. I mean, however they want to design it. So that
Sure.
helps them give a much more control and much more precision, and also lets them add height, which in say surround sound was not possible. Surround sound was a two-dimensional space, and with Atmos it goes three-dimensional, so you actually can get height also. So examples, a good example is rain. How rain falls. So you want to create a rain scene. A great use for Dolby Atmos, for example.
Right.
And as far as Dolby Vision is concerned, that is our video technology, and it's what is known as HDR, high dynamic range images. And what that lets you do is that it helps you display more details, whether it is more bright pieces, or even darker details in the dark scenes. So typically, you'll see a problem in dark scenes is you don't get a lot of details. It's pretty dark. It's pretty the same color, or a lot of time black looks like gray on screen. So with Dolby Vision HDR, you can get a lot more details in your dark scenes. and like in the shadows and things like that. And if you're showing bright lights like the sunlight, or so it kind of does a much better job of that, and much more vibrant colors. And I've seen some of the Indian content that's coming out, and I see that they use it really well, because we as someone once said, it's a sensory overdose, in India, whether it is colors, lights, sounds, food, it's all a sensory overdose. So it plays very well to that.
Right. So I was just coming to this bit where you spoke about storytelling. Now, with reference to storytelling in India, what do you see in terms of like the Indian market with Dolby coming together? How has it sort of shaped the storytelling space for India, especially I think in the last 6 months and the last 4 months? I mean, every week there's a release now, and that's all we look forward to. So how has sort of Dolby played its part there?
We've played our part, we've played our bit in terms of the evolution of the industry, the evolution of storytelling. I mean, one example I can think about is, when we brought in Dolby Atmos to the cinema, this was about in 2012, 2013, and the work that we did with content creators and sound designers and mixing engineers. One thing that we've seen has resulted is sound has become more important from a production process, from a distribution, from a marketing perspective. And I'll give you examples. There is now more time given for sound post-production. There is more budget given for sound post-production. We've had sound designers being featured on, movie posters. So the importance of sound has evolved and become more important. And there are great examples of, movies like Uri and Bajirao Mastani, where, sound has played such an essential element in as a character in the movie. And, you would recognize scenes, and you will remember the movie for its sound in that sense. So sound has played a very important role in the evolution of that experience. Atmos also resulted into a lot of upgrades of cinema theaters, for example. So as that also lifted up the experience. Now, bringing this to what's been happening in the last few months, we work very closely with several leading streaming providers, whether it is the likes of Netflix or Voot or Sun Next, and all of these providers are, bringing out a lot, Amazon Prime, Hotstar. So they're all bringing out a lot of content now, whether it is acquired content or created content. And so we've been working very closely, and this is not, we've started working with them now. We've been working with them for quite some time now. And again, there is obviously a lot of consumption that's happening.
Right.
So yeah, I think in terms of the support that they've needed to create content, and the way we would get involved is on multiple fronts. There could be, in terms of training their technical teams, training content creators, helping set up post-production studios, content production workflows, and then also working with them to get the messages to consumers because the consumer also needs to understand that he needs a particular device, or a mobile phone or a device, a particular subscription, and then he can watch this particular show, that he wants to watch, like maybe Raat Akeli Hai or Choked or Dish Bandits that just coming out I think yesterday.
Right.
So how do you watch that? How do you get that full experience from that content?
So considering all these initiatives and all these things that innovations that Dolby's coming up with for India, what sort of trends do you see in India versus like outside India? What do you think is happening at this moment, whereas like the market is concerned?
I think some trends are unique to India. Some trends are more, global in that sense. So I think one of the unique things about India and some other countries is there is, a lot of video consumption on mobile and as a primary device. There was this thinking that mobile video is predominantly short format, and you just watch for 1 minute, it doesn't work. But in India, we've seen people watch entire movies on mobile phones. I mean, the duration is not a factor in that sense. So there is a primary consumption of video on mobile that is quite unique in India, and that's been going up. Though we have heard from our partners that during these lockdowns, there was a lot of viewing actually moved to the television, so smart TVs. So being able to have apps on your TV and being able to watch, the streaming services directly onto your TV. Because the TV is there and they're at home, consumers generally tend to watch on the larger screen available. So we have seen during these lockdowns that there was a bit of a shift from mobile to televisions also. Not that mobile went down, so the mobile was also high and then television was also high. There was a lot of content consumption overall. Everybody had to watch content at home, right? And there was
Right.
who gets the remote situation.
Right. Right.
In terms of some of the unique things that have been going on in India, we still, we haven't finished the whole transition to HD. There is still
Right.
some transition going on, especially if you look at pay television. There are a lot of SD households still. So now HD has grown a lot, and there are a lot of HD consumers, but there's still a lot more to be done there, and that's been going on. I think OTT streaming, it's growing. We all know, how much growth there has been in the OTT streaming. We're also seeing a shift away from being only advertising focused to also being subscriptions. So consumers are willing to subscribe, and get the more premium services. So there is that move that also beginning to happen, that where consumers are going from only advertising-based services to also paying for subscription. I was reading some stats, and let me just try and pull up. I think the stats that I was reading is about I think about 62 million viewers on subscription-based services, and that's kind of grown 82% in the last few months as compared to the advertising-based services. I mean, that's a much bigger number at about 278 million, but that's only seen about 29% growth. So the subscription services are seeing a lot bigger growth, and there's more premium content on those services also.
Right. Wrapping this up to understand what's the way forward for Dolby, what do you have in mind? Not sort of disclosing your secrets, but what do you think is the way forward since life has changed rapidly now?
I wish I had a crystal ball so I could look forward and say what's actually going to happen. I think on the content production side, we have seen some interesting trends where more remote content production is happening. Unlike in the past where everything used to be very centralized in studios, there is more remote capabilities. There's been a big shift to cloud at the back end, where a lot of processing has moved to the cloud. So I think though a lot of these changes, which would have taken more time to happen, they were already in the works, but they would have probably, those timelines have gotten significantly accelerated. So I think there is a lot of, again, that's maybe not a consumer facing thing, but from an industry perspective, those are significant benefits of how you can collaborate better to create content, how you can do more remote work, how you can use the cloud much better. For example, the things we have learned of just being able to support our customers more remotely is very useful, because it helps us scale much more rather than always having to be on site with a customer. So I think there are some good learnings and some new things that we've learned. I'm sure the world is going to be different. We'll have to wait and see what changes and what remains the same. So yeah, let's see.
Yeah, right. Thank you so much, Pankaj, for your time. These were some great insights to finally, break this whole glass screen and tell us what's really behind those visuals and the technology, and how does Dolby really put the storytelling and the narrative together with the technology that they have to offer. And yes, so I'm really glad we've had this conversation. This is Mashable Outreach. I'm Priyanka Ganwani. Stay tuned.